Hi, my name is Mark Walsh from Embodied Yoga Principles. So, Embodied Yoga Principles, we use postures to demonstrate, to reveal patterns, to give insights into who you are and to get yoga off the mat into your life. That's the purpose for EYP. And one of the quite unusual things we do in EYP is we talk. Yeah, this might seem strange. Why would we have our partners talk to each other? Surely yoga is about body mindfulness. Well, yeah, it is body mindfulness, but we also need to take that into our daily life, which often involves verbal activity like this. Yeah. Also, by having a little chat with someone in a very mindful way, you can deepen your insight. Being witnessed by someone saying it out loud, it clarifies and deepens the insight you may have had during a posture. It also just slows it down. So what do I mean by this? So let's use something really, really simple, like a classic posture we'll use, an EYP. Let's take Warrior 2. So Kate and Ira are gonna help me today. If you could make this posture. Yeah, that's it. So one leg is forwards, this leg is bent, this leg is straight, arms are outstretched, and you're looking directly ahead. And this is called warrior posture. And like I said, look forward, Ira. That's it, great. And bend that knee a little bit more, Kate. So the knee's over the foot, so not to the side, but here. Yeah, great. Okay, so they're both in a warrior posture. A little bit more bent, a little bit more. Okay, great, perfect. Relax the shoulders. Okay, so they're doing warrior posture, and you can do this on the physical level, but we can also be saying, where in your life do you need to be more warrior-like? Yeah, we could ask, does this feel familiar? Now, no smiling. Does this feel familiar to be warrior-like to you as a way of being? And they're just reflecting internally, noticing like, yeah, this energy, if you will, feels normal or it doesn't. I'm guessing for one of them, it feels more normal than the other, yeah, because we're different, okay? So noticing if it feels familiar, and then where in your life do you need to be a bit more like this warrior-like quality? Arm up. Where do you need to be a bit more like this in your life? And it might be at work, it might be in your relationship, just thinking to yourself. And maybe nothing comes, but it's an opportunity for insight. I'd probably do this a little bit slower than I would if I was doing a normal class. So then what they do is they stop the posture, they relax, okay? And they go, did that feel good to stop? Did it not? And then they find a partner. We do something crazy now. We step off our mats. It's crazy, weird thing we do. So if you could step off your mats, and normally I say find a partner, but in this case it's going to be very obvious. So find a partner. Exactly, yeah? Okay, and then we have a very set sequence. Now, if you're watching this as an EYP teacher that's done the teacher training, pay note, because there's a very set sequence. The key frame here is that the partner work is mindfulness. So it's not talking about yoga, it's a form of yoga. The yoga of expressing honestly and listening with empathy. Yeah, expressing fully and honestly and listening with empathy. They just get 1 minute, and I time it. 1 minute's not enough time to like say, well, you know, my life history, and my mother did this, and then my dad didn't give me enough hugs, or any of the story, but it is enough time to name the insight, to say, here's what I noticed. Yeah, and that's why we deliberately keep it short, because otherwise people go off into their heads, they lose the body connection. This is the first time they've ever done it, and it gets easier for people. After a while, 1 minute is plenty of time, is what they find. So the set sequence, please face each other, not too close, so a little bit 1 meter apart. Close your eyes. The reason I ask for them to start with their eyes closed is otherwise they sort of jump into relationship with the other. Then open your eyes, look at the person. Can actually look at them. This is something we don't often do. And then I ask them one question. And the question might be, is this warrior-like quality familiar to you in your life? Vy ponímáte? I should say they're Russian, and my Russian's quite bad. So, is it familiar to you in your life? And then they'll have 1 minute to talk about where this might be familiar in their life, and we'll just let you do that. So off you go. We'll turn the camera away for a minute so you can do that without us worrying about us. So they talk for a minute and they're saying, where does this show up? Am I very warrior-like? Am I not very warrior-like? Maybe it feels like how I'm a mum. Maybe it feels like how I am as a boss at work. And they chat, and they realize, yeah, this is the quality for me in my life. Yeah, I might have said, where do you need more of this in your life? Or other, what kind of warrior would you like to be in your life? But I ask one question, so it's really clear, and they get about a minute. And you can see they're starting to chat. They've literally never done this before, but people will start to have some insights, some things they're seeing, yeah? So then we come back, it's been about a minute, and then I say, please thank your partners. And you can do that with a bow, you can do it with a handshake. Some people hug each other if they feel like they want to hug each other. So please thank your partner. You don't have to hug, but often in classes people get a lot of hugs. It's quite nice. It's a good way of making lots of friends. Cool. So that would be an example of a debrief that we would do. We would then often do a circle in the group and maybe have 2 or 3 people share in the circle, because often there's things that get missed just in pairs, and it's nice to do it as a group as well. So thank you for demonstrating. Is there anything that, let's actually see what you said. So what was your insight? What did you say about this warrior quality? Was it familiar or not familiar? Familiar. And where do you experience that in your life? Almost every day. Okay. Are you kind of sick of it, or do you love it?
I love it.
You love it. Okay, great. Me too. Yeah. So this is the kind of thing that we talk about, and they were probably just talking about that in Russian, right? They're talking about that exact same thing in their own language. So that's what people get. They go, wow, this is something I really love. It's maybe a strength for me. I love this. Or they might say, oh, I'm so sick of doing this. I'm just fighting everyone all the time. Or they might say, oh, I really need to be more warrior-like with my children. I'm too soft, or whatever. So that's why we talk. They thank their partner. They make a friend as well, which is the sort of nice part of this. And then we go back and we do another posture. So that's how it works. So if you like that, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the little bell button so you get the videos rather than just subscribe. Obviously, likes and comments are very useful for us. It's always nice to hear what people think, to ask questions. I will respond to them if you do. So ask questions, share your own experiences, and it just means that more people see the videos, which is nice for us. It also means you're more likely to see it yourself in the future. So if you've liked it, please like it.